Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. It's a fantastic 3D platformer collectathon from my childhood that I've always remembered fondly, and a game that I thought the world should know more about in all of its low-poly Disney glory. The Etch-a-Sketch overworld shows off a preview of each level and how many tokens you've acquired so far in that level. We start off in Andy's room. This tutorial room shows you how to double jump, use your attack with lasers and spin attack, both of which have charge versions of their attacks, and how to go into first person. When you hold your laser attack, it turns into a charge beam, which fires off a powerful shot. And when you hold down your spin attack, you turn into a tornado, knocking out everyone in your way. The goal for each level is to collect 5 of the Pizza Planet tokens. And each of the 5 Pizza Planet tokens can be designated a certain role. One token is found by exploring the level, another token is found by collecting 50 swine coins and giving the money to the fat pig who steals all of our money. Another token is found by collecting different characters throughout the stage. The 4th token can be found by finding and defeating a mini-boss. And the 5th and final token can be found through either a race or a time trial, where you have to collect a certain amount of items within the time limit. This pattern remains consistent through the rest of the game, and it gives you a sense of familiarity to the goal of each level. And though the basis of each level remains the same, the vastly different settings of each level keeps the game thoroughly entertaining till the end. The fact that you could explore Andy's house blew my mind as a kid, and I absolutely love seeing parts of the house that we really never got to see in the movies. The graphics themselves add a unique charm to the game's look and appeal. The orchestral music here creates an upbeat tempo, often quieting down, only to ramp back up, and definitely helps with the sense of adventure. While at the beginning of the game, the enemy variants tend to stay non-threatening, you can easily dodge an attack here and there, and slow them down by shooting them or beating them up with a spin attack. But when you get ganged up on, it could really lead to your downfall, especially when you're in high places. One con, especially at the beginning of the game, the damage you receive from enemies really isn't all that much, and even when you do die, you just respawn where you are. It fades to black, and you go back to normal. You continue as if nothing even happened. So this makes your extra lives just extensions of your own health bar. And while health difficulties never really rise up, other difficulties definitely do later on in the game. Another sort of side mission throughout the game is that we have to go and find Steve Harvey's limbs so that he'll let us use certain powers to progress through the levels. And apparently here, Andy and his mom are on the government's watch list because I need the power orb from Steve Harvey to get over the radioactive waste in his basement. Another con is this wonderful camera that works so well in the game. As you can see, I'm having no issue attacking this robot by any means. What the fuck? And now that we've got Steve Harvey's limb, let's go back to him to traverse the radioactive sea. Now, we just gotta use these lights to leap across the room, move a couple of boxes, and we've got ourselves a token. Also in this level, Bo Peep is missing 5 of her sheep. Now, I'm not judging, but the 2-headed incest mutant sheeps might have ran away for a reason. Either way, we're gonna collect them all and give them right back to her. Another easy token to win is racing this car, but if you just step in front of him, he stops. And we're walking basically around this car. We won. Now, as I'm going through the first 4 levels of the game, I actually remember pretty much everything from them because I would play them a lot. I didn't have a memory card as a kid, so every time I wanted to play the game, I had to start from scratch and play them over and over and over again. So, I pretty much know everything besides what's past the second boss because I could not beat him as a kid. No matter how many times I played the game, no matter how much I tried, I would always get to the second boss of the game and always fail. I don't know why, I don't remember why. I remember he had a trash can or something, but we'll get to that further down the line. And now that we've got 50 swine tokens, we can finally take them to the pig. The last thing we need to do in this level is go up to the attic, climb up to the rafters, fall off because of faulty game physics, and then collect the sheep at the end of the road. Then we jump down, engage the tin robot, and beat the ever-loving shit. He's dead. We take his dog tags as our reward, finally go down to the kitchen, jump on that table, and give her 5 mutant incest sheep back to Bo Peep, and now we can finally move on to the second level. Welcome to the neighbors' yards, where lawnmowers run rampant, and we're stomping on small anthills cause them to become Bob Marley. In this zone, we have to find these little green soldiers all around the level that's primarily green, so no problems there. Luckily, the jazzy swing music here is banging, so that's gonna keep our hopes up for a little bit. The biggest obstacle here is the giant tree in the middle of the map that takes forever to climb, and it's definitely not a tree that I'll fall out of multiple times and have to make my way back up again and again. Anyways, at the top of the tree is Emperor Zurg in kite form, and he's dead. Behind this fence, in the last area of the map, we can see there's a token flying high above the water. So now, we need to inflate this duck, jump on this pedal to get him going, stomp a little harder because he needs it. Don't go duck inflation. And then we jump on the duck and receive our prize. The next level, Construction Yard, definitely does fit its theme and gives off an eerie and almost creepy tone as you explore this urban site. We get to learn our colors, operate heavy machinery without a license, and destroy a jackhammer on top of a construction site. Metal beams, jet fuel can't melt them. It's a pretty cool level. We have time to collect some wrenches for the doggo and give the pig his money. Urban Alleys is actually a fantastic level if it weren't for the aggravating platforming Water Frogger section and the annoying enemies that take multiple hits to kill. But all in all, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll come back to it later. Aesthetically, 10 out of 10. Great looking level. I remember it a bit differently, but it still has a nostalgic feel for me. Now, it's time for the slime boss. I could never beat as a kid. So, let's go in there and figure out why he's dead. Alright, so from here on in, this is all new experiences to me. I'm excited to see what the rest of the game has in store for me. This level is Al's Toy Barn. But the similarity is barely familiar from the movie, if I'm completely honest here. The level design is alright as well. It's certainly nothing to write home about, but it's still pretty good. The music's awesome too. The sports department section, however, was pretty neat, and jumping through the spokes of bike was a nice touch they added as well. We also get to unlock the rocket boots here too. And we do get to fight a Godzilla. He's dead. The Space Arcade level? Okay, I could dig this. At first, I did enjoy the music of the level, but then I quickly realized that part of the song reminds me of Saw. If you put the two songs side by side, you can really tell the similarities here. The level design here is pretty cool too. I like the fact that you get to climb ornaments and jump over here into this. Oh, what's that? Buzz in the car? He's dead. We also get to examine Buzz's own arcade game, which seems to be like a blatant ripoff of every bullet hell from the 80s and 90s. But do we even get to knock down... Oh, wait. Is that a McDonald's ball pit? Best level in the game. 10 out of 10. I'm dying in here. I will drown in the McDonald's ball pit before I leave. Hands down, best level in the game. I hate this level so much. You give me an orb shield to defend against lasers, but the shield lasts all but 2 seconds, and now I'm being barraged by a frickin' Star Wars space battle. And don't get me started on this zipline race. The game physics clunkiness comes full circle here, folks. I tried again and again in this stupid race, but always ended up in defeat, until the one time I did win the race. Only to realize that I never started the race to begin with. Future Kyle here. After going over the recording, I realized I did start the race with the alien. But for some reason, right after jumping on the zipline, the race canceled. Of course, that's just my luck, but unfortunately, I had to suffer a couple more times before I even won the race. Now, after experiencing it, I gotta say, the elevator shafts is definitely one of the cooler levels in the game. The only way to progress in the beginning of the level is by giving Mr. Harvey another missing limb. So we have to venture backwards towards an electric boogaloo and traverse the dangerous territory to retrieve a rat and Steve's limb. After giving Steve his limb back, we get to venture further into the level. Here we get some new enemy types and... Wait a second. Did that snake just burst into me? Holy shit. Did Buzz just kill an actual animal? All the enemies up till now have exploded into parts and sparks because they were toys. But now you're telling me that we're getting to kill actual animals? And they explode into skin bacon? Anyways, we eventually find our way up to the security room, where the Mama Mouse is waiting for us to return all her kits to her. And the amazing camera helps us as always as we try to ascend further into the heavens. We race a token down a slide, and then we get to fight... Oh, he's dead. Do you hear that? This is the best level in the entire game from soundtrack alone. Not only am I excited to explore Al's penthouse, but I gotta say, this music motivating me is just making it better. I take it back. I hate this level. I hate everything in it, especially the cannons and the rods that can't decide when they want to let me go onto them or let me go. Do I do a full jump? Do I do a full double jump? Nope. Do I do a full normal jump? Nope. Do I do a medium double jump? Nope. Oh, hey, I did it. Now to grab the bunny, give the horse his shoes, and I accidentally left the level. That's okay. I'll just go back into the level, grab the rest of the bunnies. Wait a second. The rabbit's still up there. It reset the level once I left it. Oh no. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, holy shit, train bed is best bed. If I would have had this as a kid, scratch that. I want this freaking bed as an adult. Also, the bed made me too excited to realize that there are birds and actual people here, both of which explode into meat. So this now means that Buzz is officially a murderer. Oh, hey, there's a gunslinger. And he's dead. But he's got reflective nuts. Very stompable too. Now that we've explored this side of the house, let's go meet up with Jesse on the other side in the kitchen. Oh, Jesse does meth. And crack. Or a combination of the two. She does creth. Or mac. And a lot of it by the looks of her. Jesse wants to cook up some rabbits, so we gotta go find the last one in the bathroom. Oh shit. What does this button do? Oh, we're flooding the place. Al's gonna need insurance here. Wait, there's a hole at the bottom. Wouldn't the entire apartment be flooded? Nope. Okay, game. I see you. Now we get to the meat and potatoes. We get to fight Emperor Zurg. And wait a second. Before I say he's dead. What did he say?
Destroy Buzz Lightyear.
Wait a second.
Destroy Buzz Lightyear.
Kill John Lennon.
Destroy Buzz Lightyear.
Kill John Lennon. Kill
Destroy
John
Buzz
Lennon.
Lightyear. Vengeance shall be
This level, by far, is one of the worst levels in the game. The music could have been a little cooler. Falling everywhere, over and over, and searching for this little passenger, this little Edna Mode, made me physically ill. Also, we get to fight Prospector up here, which isn't too big of a big deal, but I really thought he was going to be the final boss of the game. The final level of the game, the Tarmac, is this huge open area which has this plane going around circles. Horrible, really, because the passengers on board must be part of JetBlue or something. They've got to be pissed. The cool thing is that there's rocket boots literally everywhere on the ground, and they help us get around the map pretty fast. I had to end up going to Rex for a couple of hints towards the end of this level because I was having difficulty finding anything else. I found the first 4 tokens, but by the end, I was really having trouble finding the last one. And it ended up being this little tiny outcrop of an area that doesn't look like you could make it even with a double jump. But the coin there proved me wrong. Now we get to fight a blacksmith? He's dead. I gotta say, backtracking to the alley was one of the hardest parts of the game. We gotta use the grappling hook to go on the edges over and over again, climbing on top of the rails and the ladders, climbing back up every time we fall down, just to get a duck and fight the stupid spinning clown at the top of the building. It just made me so angry. So angry. But now that's over, we get to fight the final boss guys. And they're dead. Okay, that's it. End of the game. We get a short movie, giant credit scene, and that's about it. There's no end game special. The bonus you get for getting all 50 tokens in the game is just more movies that I can't really show too much of. And it's all stuff from the movie, so I mean, you've seen it already. I really wish they would have unlocked Woody for you to play as instead of Buzz. But there goes high hopes. All in all, this game was pretty amazing. I gotta say, the platforming, the gameplay, the enemies, the music, it's all great. I had a blast playing this game. Returning to it after over 20 years from not playing it, I gotta say, it still holds up pretty well. All in all, I would give this game an 8 out of 10. Gotta say, for its time, it was pretty amazing. Definitely one of the better 3D platformers out there. I'll always have a blast coming back to it, especially listening to the music. Who made the music? Swallow Studio!